The light catches on it, a strange luminescence emanating from this cloth, preserved for centuries. It's known simply as the Shroud, and its story is one of mystery, faith, and persistent questions. For generations, people have gazed upon it, seeking answers to one of history's most enduring enigmas. Did Jesus Christ truly wear this garment? The tale begins in the medieval Middle Ages, with accounts of a cloth found in Lirae, France. A cloth said to bear the image of a man crucified. Initially dismissed as an elaborate forgery, it slowly gained reverence, becoming associated with miraculous events and fervent religious belief. But the question remains, how did this image form? Early attempts at scientific investigation, X-rays, infrared photography, revealed intriguing details beneath the surface of the cloth's apparent image. There was something underneath, a faint impression suggesting a body had been laid upon it. Yet, these initial findings weren't conclusive. The modern era has ushered in a new wave of scrutiny, driven by advancements in forensic science and genetic analysis. Scientists now seek to answer questions that have haunted believers and skeptics for centuries. Could this cloth hold tangible evidence, connecting it to the man known as Jesus Christ? Recent research has focused on extracting DNA, an incredibly delicate process considering the age of the artifact. Imagine trying to read a book after it's been buried for millennia, its pages crumbling, the ink faded beyond recognition. Extracting even a tiny fragment of usable genetic material is a monumental challenge. But that's precisely what researchers have attempted to do, to pull back the veil of time and uncover clues hidden within the fibers of this ancient cloth. The results are complex. Initial findings have yielded traces of mitochondrial DNA, revealing a lineage that could potentially stretch back to Jesus' ancestors. However, interpreting these results is far from straightforward. Contamination poses a significant risk, the possibility that modern DNA has mingled with the ancient material. Statistical significance also plays a crucial role. Are the observed patterns truly indicative of a connection, or merely random occurrences? This isn't about proving or disproving Jesus' existence. It's about exploring the boundaries of scientific inquiry and historical interpretation. It's about understanding how we can utilize technology to investigate the past, while acknowledging the inherent limitations of our methods. The questions surrounding the Shroud are not just about a single cloth. They touch upon fundamental issues of faith, evidence, and human curiosity. If we could unlock the secrets held within this seemingly simple piece of linen, what profound insights might we discover? And perhaps more importantly, why do so many continue to seek answers within its folds? A testament to humanity's enduring need for meaning and connection across time, the initial DNA traces offered a tantalizing glimpse, a potential link to Jesus' family tree. Yet this discovery immediately ignited fierce debate. Skeptics pointed to the possibility of contamination, arguing that modern DNA could have infiltrated the ancient sample through handling or environmental factors. Establishing a definitive source for the genetic material proved incredibly challenging, pushing scientists to employ rigorous protocols, sterile environments, meticulous controls, and repeated testing. The science behind this endeavor is remarkable in itself. Paleogenomics, as it's called, involves painstakingly isolating degraded DNA fragments, tiny remnants of genetic code clinging to the fibers of the cloth. It's akin to reconstructing a shattered mosaic from countless minuscule pieces, each representing a single nucleotide. Researchers employ techniques like PCR amplification, essentially creating multiple copies of the scarce DNA strands. This allows them to analyze even minute quantities and search for specific markers, unique sequences that can be compared to known human populations. But this process isn't foolproof. Errors are inevitable, and statistical analysis becomes paramount in determining whether observed patterns represent genuine connections or random fluctuations. The mitochondrial DNA recovered from the Shroud provided a lineage stretching back roughly 2,000 years, a time frame consistent with Jesus' estimated birth date. However, this doesn't prove he owned the cloth. It simply indicates that his ancestors could have potentially possessed similar genetic markers. It's akin to finding a common ancestor in a genealogical chart. A connection doesn't automatically establish a direct relationship. Furthermore, the DNA extracted is mitochondrial, not nuclear, meaning it comes from cells involved in energy production and isn't found within every cell of the body. This limits the amount of information that can be gleaned about an individual's genetic makeup. It's like examining only a single strand of hair. It offers limited insight into the overall picture. The scientific community remains divided, with some researchers cautiously interpreting the findings as suggestive of a connection, while others remain skeptical, emphasizing the methodological challenges and the absence of definitive proof. The debate highlights the complexities inherent in applying modern science to historical artifacts, a field where interpretations can be shaped by both empirical evidence and pre-existing beliefs. Considering this nuanced perspective, it's vital to move beyond simplistic narratives of proof or disproof. Instead, we must acknowledge that scientific inquiry is an iterative process, a constant refinement of hypotheses based on new data. The Shroud's DNA offers a fascinating puzzle piece, but it's just one piece within a much larger and more intricate historical mosaic. If we continue to probe the depths of this ancient cloth, what other unexpected revelations might emerge, and how might they reshape our understanding of Jesus and his time? Beyond the genetic evidence, a deeper layer of scrutiny focuses on the cloth itself, its composition, construction, and potential origins. Carbon dating techniques, applied with increasing precision, have established an approximate date for the linen fibers, placing them within a period consistent with the purported time of Jesus' crucifixion. However, this doesn't automatically authenticate the image. Similar textiles were commonly used in ancient Judea. The question then shifts to how the image formed. Several theories have been proposed, from natural processes like moisture absorption and iron deposition, to deliberate artistic techniques employing a stencil or transfer method. Each theory faces its own challenges and lacks definitive proof, fueling ongoing debate among historians and art experts. Interestingly, recent research has explored the possibility of a cold fusion process, a hypothesized chemical reaction that could have created the image without generating significant heat. While still largely theoretical, this idea offers a novel explanation for the cloth's unique appearance, aligning with certain theological perspectives regarding miracles as transformative rather than overtly miraculous events. It's crucial to recognize that historical context is paramount. The Roman Empire exerted considerable influence over Judea during Jesus' time, and artistic conventions varied across different regions. Understanding these influences, the types of textiles used, the methods of image transfer employed, provides a vital framework for interpreting the Shroud's origins. However, relying solely on historical parallels risks imposing modern interpretations onto ancient practices. The techniques available to artisans in the 1st century CE were likely quite different from those utilized today, presenting significant challenges in replicating the cloth's appearance. With absolute certainty, the debate surrounding the Shroud's image isn't simply a matter of scientific verification. It touches upon profound questions about authenticity, interpretation, and the nature of evidence itself. Can we ever truly reconstruct the past with complete accuracy? Or are we forever bound to operate within a realm of probabilities and educated guesses? Considering these complexities, it becomes clear that the Shroud story is not one of definitive answers, but rather a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with mysteries, a reminder that some questions may never yield conclusive solutions. Perhaps the true value lies not in finding absolute proof, but in embracing the intellectual journey itself. If we continue to delve into the intricacies of this ancient artifact, what assumptions are we making about the past? And how might those assumptions shape our understanding of history and faith? The very act of seeking definitive answers about the Shroud often overshadows a more fundamental question. Why does it continue to captivate so many people across centuries and cultures? It's not merely an artifact. It's a symbol, a repository of faith, hope, and enduring mystery. Historically, relics served as tangible connections to spiritual figures, offering solace and reinforcing belief systems in times of uncertainty. The Shroud has fulfilled this function for countless individuals, providing a focal point for prayer, meditation, and personal reflection. Its continued appeal speaks to a deep-seated human need for connection with the divine, a desire that transcends religious doctrines and historical contexts. However, the scientific investigations have inadvertently intensified these emotional responses. The prospect of uncovering tangible evidence, even if ultimately inconclusive, has fueled fervent speculation and ignited debates about faith versus reason. This tension highlights the inherent challenge in reconciling subjective experiences, faith, with objective analysis, science. It's tempting to view the Shroud as a binary problem. Either it's definitively authentic, or it's a clever forgery. Yet, this reductionist approach ignores the profound ways in which individuals engage with the artifact on a personal level. For some, its presence is enough. They find comfort and meaning simply in contemplating its history and symbolism. Consider the alternative interpretations, that the image represents a manifestation of divine grace, or a testament to the transformative power of faith. These perspectives aren't necessarily incompatible with scientific inquiry. Rather, they represent distinct ways of understanding reality. Both can coexist, one grounded in empirical evidence, the other in spiritual experience. The Shroud's narrative isn't just about what is, but also about what we choose to believe. It serves as a mirror reflecting our own hopes, fears, and longings for meaning and connection. The debate surrounding its authenticity becomes less important than the questions it provokes, questions about human nature, historical interpretation, and the limits of knowledge. Ultimately, the Shroud's enduring legacy lies not in providing definitive answers, but in prompting ongoing reflection and fostering a spirit of intellectual humility. It reminds us that some mysteries may remain beyond our grasp, and that the pursuit of understanding is itself a worthwhile endeavor. If we accept this perspective, what role does doubt play in our exploration of faith and history? The persistent fascination with the Shroud transcends mere scientific inquiry. It's woven into the fabric of human spirituality and historical narrative. Perhaps the most profound realization is that the quest for definitive proof may ultimately be a distraction from a deeper truth. The inherent value lies not in reaching a conclusive answer, but in embracing the process of questioning itself. The Shroud's journey mirrors humanity's ongoing search for meaning, a relentless attempt to reconcile the tangible world with intangible concepts. It serves as a powerful metaphor for the complexities of belief, demonstrating how faith can coexist and even thrive alongside skepticism and doubt. Consider the historical context. Throughout history, objects associated with religious figures have been subjected to intense scrutiny, often leading to both fervent belief and vehement disbelief. The Shroud story is merely the latest iteration in a long tradition of contested artifacts, each offering a unique lens through which to examine our understanding of faith and history. The ongoing scientific investigations, while valuable for advancing our knowledge, inevitably introduce new layers of complexity, potentially creating more questions than answers. This underscores the importance of maintaining intellectual humility, acknowledging that our current understanding is always provisional and subject to revision. Ultimately, the Shroud's significance resides not in whether it definitively proves or disproves any particular claim, but in its ability to stimulate critical thought and inspire a deeper appreciation for the mysteries of existence. It invites us to confront fundamental questions about human origins, divine intervention, and the nature of reality itself. Let us move beyond the reductive pursuit of proof, and instead embrace the Shroud as a catalyst, a reminder that true wisdom lies not in possessing all the answers, but in continuously seeking them, with open minds and compassionate hearts. It's a testament to humanity's innate desire to connect with something larger than itself, whether through science, faith, or simply the enduring power of mystery. If we leave this exploration with one lasting thought, it should be this: perhaps the most meaningful discovery is not what the Shroud reveals about Jesus Christ, but what it reveals about ourselves, our capacity for wonder, our willingness to question, and our unwavering pursuit of truth in a world filled with unanswered questions. This video has come to an end, but the discovery continues. Check out more content on the channel and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching.